Hi, my name is Stefanie Halpern. I'm the director of the YIVO Archives, and today I'm going to walk you through how to use the digital collections that are part of the Edward Blank YIVO Vilna online collections project. You'll want to first visit the project website, vilnacollections.yivo.org. When you get to this site, you'll see that there is an option here for searching the archival collections and books that were digitized. There is also an option to browse the collection. You can search for materials either way. We'll start with browsing the collection. If you already know the name of the collection you want to see or the collection's RG number or record group number, this is a really good place to start. Let's say that you wanted to look at the Esther Rochel Kaminska Yiddish Theater Museum collection, or RG8. You would find that in the list here and click on the link, which would then direct you to the archive space resource, also known as the finding aid for those of you who are more familiar with that term. The archive space resource includes all of the descriptive information about the collection, including the scope and contents of the collection and a historical or biographical note. If you want to browse the collection, you can use the links here on the side. We see Series 1, Performances of Yiddish Theater, and you navigate by clicking down in the levels. See Subseries 1, Play Manuscripts, Subseries A, Plays by Author. Let's take a look at this folder. We see here, this is a folder for Jacob Gordon's Gott, Mensch und Teufel. Now, here is a bit of information about what can be found in the folder under the scope and content notes. To view the digital file, you'll want to click on the red icon, View the Folder. This opens up to a digital surrogate of the materials. And what you're viewing here is the exact material that is contained in the archival folder. Just a reminder that this entire collection, everything that was digitized, is free to use, free to download, and free to print. You can see the download button and the print button are here. A great feature of Archive Space is that it actually allows you to do a keyword search within the collection. So we just looked at one folder of Jacob Gordon materials. Say we want to see other Jacob Gordon materials that are in the collection. So you would type in the search bar, search the collection, Jacob Gordon. We see here that it brings up a list of every single folder in the collection where there are Jacob Gordon materials that can be found. This search feature is a really great way to navigate within Archive Space if you know what you are looking for within the collection. For those of you who don't already know what collection you're looking for, you can actually use the search bar here on the Vilna Collections homepage. Let's say you're looking for digitized material that has to do with Shalom Aleichem. You would type the search term here, and you get a list of results. A great feature of using the search bar is that the results that show up are for both the books and the archival materials that were digitized as part of the project. Let's choose Funim Yared. You can see as you go into the catalog record that the book is available online. Click on Online Access. And just like with the archival materials, the book is in PDF form that you can read online, print, or download. Now, let's say you want to see what's available online that is an archival document, not a book. You can actually narrow your search term here on the side. You would go to Resource Type, click Archival Materials, and apply filters. We see that there are 3 collections here that have materials pertaining to Shalom Aleichem. Let's click on RG3, the collection of Yiddish language and literature. This opens up onto a catalog record, which should look familiar, and it gives you an overview of what is in the collection and a link to the online finding aid. You'll want to click the link here that either says view at archives.cjh.org or view electronic finding aid. They will both take you to the same place. Just like with the Esther Rachel Kaminska Yiddish Theater Museum collection, this finding aid opens up in archive space. And again, you can easily navigate by clicking down into the series and subseries, or you can do a collection search with using a keyword. Let's try searching Shalom Aleichem. You can see that we have 26 different folders that contain Shalom Aleichem materials within this collection. Some of you may be thinking, I'd like to maybe look at materials that don't require any knowledge of Yiddish or Russian or Polish or any of the other languages that are contained in the Vilna Collections project. If we return to the Vilna Collections homepage, we can search by type of material. So let's see what happens if we put in photographs. You see here that we have results that have been returned with every collection that contains in its collection level description the word photograph. Let's click on the photograph Vilna Archives collection, or record group 9. This takes us to the collection level record, and we're going to click on electronic finding aid, which opens to the archive space resource. You can see here there's a list of personalities and localities that you can browse. Let's click on Albert Einstein. And again, you would click View Online to view the digitized material. Photographs are a bit different than some of the other folders we've seen. You navigate within the photograph folder by clicking on the item numbers. The first item in any digital file is going to be an image of the folder. This always orients you and allows you to see what collection you're looking in and what folder number you are at. Let's click on item 6. Here we see a photograph of Albert Einstein. And if we click on item 7, we see that this is the back of that photograph. We often capture the backs of photographs because, as this one does, it contains important information. We encourage you to browse the collections, to do keyword searches, and to really dig into these materials and the resources that are available. Of course, if you have any questions, any problems, or if you're unable to access some of these digital files, please feel free to email us at reference@yivo.org. There's always an archivist on hand who is available and willing to answer whatever questions you may have. For those of you who would like a more in-depth guide to how to do research, you can click on the link in the description, which will take you to a written document of how to use our catalog and how to use archive space. Thank you very much.